We finally got the car back from the cam installation, and it is time to take on another project, one of the bigger projects that's been pending, installing the Silver's coilovers. And while we're in there, we're going to take care of another problem. Shouldn't do that. Passenger side is pretty firm and wobble free, but we're going to go ahead and just change out both rear wheel bearings, and I still have this front one to do as well. I have all new tie rod ends and sway bar end links to install on this as well. Just going to do some cleanup of the underside of the car while we're here. You can see the rear subframe looks a little dirty. We're going to clean that up. We're going to do a rear diff service with some fresh fluid. We're going to do a drain and fill the transmission also. Everything's just going to be freshened up and ready to get going on the dyno. While the wheels are off, I wanted to get the brake calipers cleaned up with some super clean. That way I could lay down a nice base coat of gloss black paint before finally finishing those calipers off, but they look fantastic already. Because the base Corvette brake calipers are actually kind of ugly, I don't want to highlight them and make them stand out any more than I have to, but I do actually have a little bit of an idea I want to try out on these things, so stick around, you guys will see what that's all about here in the near future. We got a little bit of a challenge today though. I got about two and a half hours to get this rear hub changed out. We're gonna do tie rod ends too. I did get the rear portion of the subframe painted and the lower control arms too. It looks really nice. Just wanted it to be less noticeable. Let's get to this. So because we are changing the tie rod end here, it is important to try to take a measurement in order to get as close as possible to our alignment spec. Easy way to do it is there's actually a line here on the knuckle. That's like a casting line. And you take a measurement from here up to the inner tie rod at some point and make a line. This is right at 7 inches from this line to here. That way we know no matter what the length of our new tie rod end is, we can screw it on, pulling this portion of the knuckle or pushing this portion of the knuckle out to 7 inches from this mark. Well, if it wasn't the bad wheel bearing that was causing the vibration in the car, it very well could have been the tie rod ends. Wow. If you guys are interested in some of the parts and the tools that are required for this project, make sure you check out the links in the description below. And we did it. We got it done. New tie rod ends, new sway bar end links, and new wheel bearing and hub assembly. Probably should have just done coilovers while I was in here, for crying out loud, but till next time. Had a couple of minutes left, so I went ahead and did the other front one as well. Now we just got sway bar end links for the front and the passenger side, and then we have a passenger side rear wheel bearing to take care of, as well as tie rod end. Taking the wheels in tomorrow morning to get rebalanced, just to make sure that that is eliminated as a possible cause for the shimmying. But based on how bad the wheel bearing was on this side, as well as the tie rod ends on all four corners, I'm fingers crossed we got this shimmying figured out. We still got the coilovers to get installed. We got the LED headlights. We got the dyno tune coming up here very shortly, guys. We got wheels and tires coming, hopefully. And we just picked up an Audi SQ5 for my wife's daily, so we got some projects to take on with that car as well. A lot of stuff happening on the channel. Hope you guys will stick around, subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate you watching this one. We'll see you in the next one.